All right, we're good? We're good. Finally, sorry. I went to like 2 or 3 tries just to get this video to work. First, the actual camera on this computer would not work, and then YouTube Live would not work after I had to go back through the files on here, delete some and unnecessary amp that was totally useless and not really important because I had a feeling it was actually causing some of the problems. So I actually uninstalled it and deleted some stupid videos of me, cleared that up, so now it actually kind of works. So, okay, try 4. Okay. Oh, god damn. Anyway, all right. I'm hoping I'm not the only one talking about this, but there's some of us who've actually had to deal with drinking problems of our family members, siblings, best friends, or roommates. Mostly, I deal with family drinking problems. I think in one of my videos, I don't know which one, but I did talk about getting rid of stopping drinking altogether and how it affects my family and how I've seen it and observed it firsthand on some of the emotions through there. I'm just going to kind of talk about it again after a long while. I'm not awake either. On a side note, I woke up at like 5 o'clock, 5:20, some fucking reason. I had to go to the bathroom, so I went to the bathroom. I didn't let the dogs out. I went back to bed. I woke up again at 6. So I feel like my sleeping pattern is getting all thrown off. I got such a headache right now. I'll explain to you why. Anyway, no more rambling, no more rambling. My aunt is the one with the drinking problem. Really bad. So far, I've noticed she likes to drink when we go visit family, and they drink from as soon as they get to said family member's house all the way to about 3 a.m. in the morning, or at worst, 5 a.m. in the morning. And it's stupid. I mean, I understand you get there, you want to chat with them, you want to hang out with your family members for a few hours. That's okay. Share a drink or two, but they spend probably hundreds of dollars on a 24 pack of fucking beer. Or at the bar, they spend 50 to 60 to probably hundreds of dollars again on fucking beer and shots. That gets them even more wasted depending on which alcohol and what was in the shot. And it's stupid because that's, I think, called excess celebration, which I think that is basically too much celebration, which on other hand, that could be not a bad thing, but to those that are excessive celebrating, have family or a lover waiting for them at home, that tends to be a problem because they not only have a responsibility at home, but also they may have a job that they need to work towards and earn money in order to take care of the house and the pets and the children that they have or are guardianship over. I got such a headache right now. Anyway, um, yeah, my aunts, I believe, anytime like when we're not at a family member's house, like a few states away or whatever, uh, she'll still go out drinking with her so-called friends that are also a bunch of old ladies or single mothers or whatever. And she used to, it was really bad. She'll go out drinking to like the Capri or what was the other one? The Ranger or some other bar in this small ass town of Minot, North Dakota, and just drink, 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 drink. And then she would either come to my apartment, my house, and sleep there, piss herself, and then just pass out and literally not leave the next day till like close to noon. I was like, I'm awake, I'm awake, I'm sort of awake. And I just literally roll my eyes and look the other way because I think she drinks to escape and numb herself from all whatever pain she has right now. And it's really hard to watch because she's in her 40s or 50s. She still drinks like she's in her 20s and having a grand fucking time while she has work the next day or she has meetings the next day or appointments. And then all of a sudden, nope, she ain't gonna be able to make it. And she's sick nonetheless, too. So, shit. I'm gonna move you guys over there to the couch so we can continue chatting. Battery's low, so the dingy thing went off. Oh, my butt hurts. All right, give me a minute. It's really hard to find a good video stand or whatever. Anyway, she would do this constantly. She would not come home all night, all morning, and almost all evening, and then she would somehow make it to work, be totally late, and they don't do anything about it. She would also risk losing her job. Her marriage, I believe, from my standpoint, is at a critical stage. And she doesn't seem to be doing much about it, just thinking, oh, I'll be miserable for the rest of my life. So I'll just rebel and show him a thing or two. And I'm not a big fan of her husband either, aka my uncle, but that's another thing. It's another story. Anyway, she does this constantly. And every time I maybe suggest, oh, well, drinking's bad. You know what it does to our family? It fucked up my sisters to the point to where they got their kids taken away and now they don't have rights to their children anymore. And yet it pretty much traumatized their kids to have bad habits, suicidal thoughts, depression, cutting themselves, self-infliction, self-harm, depressive, negative thoughts, and emotional problems. But yet they think, oh no, she thinks I'm fine. I can control it. No problem. Yet the last couple times she's been arrested, she's been caught, sent to jail, lost her nursing license or her driving's license, and then she got the little bracelet around her ankle, so she's not allowed to go out of town or anywhere else except for groceries or to work and back home. And I know she hated that. I was like, good, that'll provide some self control. You can't be freaking doing this because it's going to end up harming you in the long run. And right now, yesterday was my cousin's birthday. She turned 26 or 27, something like that. And all of a sudden, my mom's like, she apparently was sick earlier that morning, yesterday morning, and decided not to go to work because she's had a sinus infection or something. And she she went to go in her room. I heard the shower going, and then I heard her get dressed and put on spray or whatever. And she came out all dressed like she was going to pool. And I was like, it's Wednesday, right? And she's like, no, it's pool. I'm hoping it's Thursday. Because usually her daughter, her stupid daughter's boyfriend, her daughter's ex, and my brother, and maybe a friend or two of my aunts would all go play pool for the whole night and not come home till much later. Much later. And as much as I hate that, because I like playing pool too, even though I'm not that good, I like to play it because it's fun. It should not be made into a stupid tournament. But any excuse, right, to get away from their kids that they hate and they hate being around and hate having the responsibility of, right? Right. It's a selfish excuse to get away from the kids. So, whatever. They want to be make bad parenting decisions, then they can do that. Anyway, she came out. She was all dressed. She had her pool stick, a backpack, and everything. She's like, "No, I'm gonna go take my daughter out for her birthday, out for supper, and then I'm gonna play pool for a little while." And yeah, and she also said that she would take me home today or tomorrow, today, if you want. I wouldn't need you for the rest of this week or the weekend because Kirk's gonna be home this weekend. Groan sigh. I do not like her husband Kirk at all. Um, and then I wouldn't need you Monday at all because I don't work or something like that. But I need you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. She's like, it'll give you some time to the apartment. I was like, yes, I can go home. I can take a nice hot shower because the at my apartment there's two bathrooms. My brother has his own bathroom and I have my own bathroom. But the shower pressure is perfect. It's really nice hard ass water and the tub doesn't look like it's actually sinking or really fucking dirty. So I like my own bathroom. I like having my privacy, alone time, and my own bed. I don't mind the couch. It's just a bit of a struggle for me to get comfortable because it sinks in almost to the wooden part of the couch. Anyway, she leaves, she takes off, and I wake up, I get the girls ready and up and moving, and then they get on the bus and they go to school. And then right around like before 9 or like around 8 this morning, it's now 8:39 a.m. and I get a call from her husband who's works in Williston for work and has his own little apartment for some stupid reason. Knock it off, Tootsie. And he calls and says, I got some bad news. Kathy's in jail. And I was like, oh, was she drinking? She's not gonna be able to come home this morning. He's like, yeah, this is like her fourth. She got drunk. She tried to go home in her vehicle, got stuck, got caught, so she's not gonna be home for a while. And I was like, as long as it's not the stupid 30 days, then maybe you can give me a ride home. But I'm starting to think that my stay here as a babysitter and caregiver will be actually extended. Even when Kirk comes here during the weekend, it'll be an extended stay, and I will literally not be allowed to go home, which also upsets me to a high level to where my nose is getting congested and stuffy. And I'm also very pissed off that Kathy would be this stupid. You know, the only reasons I can think that anyone would be drinking was because they're having lack of confidence in themselves. So they would go out and numb themselves and be pity on themselves. And I can't do this. I can't do that. So I'm going to go home and drink because I can do that. And then once I get drunk enough, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'll be able to feel that sense of confidence again. They're escaping some kind of family or marriage issue at home. It's like I can't do anything at home. So if I go hang out with my friends or a close family that actually likes me and actually agrees with mostly everything I do and actually gets me, then I don't ever have to go home. Or they're facing some life issues at home as well. So, aka they feel trapped or like it's just total chaos at home and they rather just escape, which is usually a very negative way. But I don't think personally that my aunt was ever trapped. I mean, she's slightly trapped, but not bad. She's a guardian of the girls, the two girls that took off for school today. I'm the babysitter to help take care of the house, take care of the girls and her fucking dogs. Not so much her farm animals. I'm surprised they're still alive because the fence is relatively poorly made. It hasn't been updated, and it costs a lot of money to take care of, I think, those animals. It takes a lot of responsibility because they hardly ever get fed within every 2 to 3 weeks, which isn't a good thing, I don't think. But what do I know? I'm dyslexic, and so that makes me retarded. And I'm irresponsible because I don't make everything the way it's supposed to be. So, yeah, that's my rant for today, and I'm still very pissed off, but the house has not super trashed. The only thing I gotta keep up with is the dishes. The girls are gonna put away their clothes. I'm probably gonna reorganize the living room just a little bit. There's clothes that won't fit them anymore. And yeah, the dogs are fed and watered. They've been constantly taken out. I probably wouldn't mind needing a shower before he gets here. I'm really hoping she just sleeps it in today and stays in jail for like an extra 2 or 3 days to think about why the fuck she did this. Why would she risk? She pretty much got her license taken away. She has to go back to driving school or something else. So she made a big, huge, stupid mistake. And what really irritates me more is that she was around friends or friends and family, supposedly, and no one thought to get her an Uber or a taxi or drive her home to make sure she doesn't do something stupid like this. But yet she did it anyway, and no one even said anything. So I'm really, really fucking irritated. I'm also frustrated and slightly hurt that what was told I could go do was hang out in my apartment for a few days. It's not going to